And gents, we are live. What up, y'all? How is everybody doing today? I'm not going to forget the Discord, I promise. What up, y'all? Today, we are going to be doing exactly what we talked about, and we're going to always be listing. We're going to be listing some more onto eBay. We've got a fat stack of hollows from Sword and Shield that we're going to list. So we'll be getting through that. All right, we are live. Get your cheeks in here. Let me get to link. And we're off to the races. We are over 900 people in the Discord. We're so close to hitting over 1,000 members in our Discord, which is crazy. Also, we got a Diamond Pearl Platinum soundtrack going on right now, and it is the vibe. I have been listening to Gen 4 music recently a lot, and I'm like, I need to get around to playing the old games again. Oh no, some of these are mixed. That's a reverse holo. So I got to make sure. I'm going to go through these, but I'll be showing you guys here in a second what I'm going through. But as I'm waiting for people to come in, how's everybody doing this fine Wednesday evening? Let me pull up the chat. Blue Nova, Daddy, Iron Maiden, welcome. Congrats on your first bulk deal, Daddy. 4,000 cards, 135. Not bad. I already got $20 in value found. Hell yeah. What kind of bulk? Sweet. Always nice to get my money back quick. Yeah, exactly. Spiked overnight. Nice. Good. That's awesome. Fellow bulkers. What up, Ricoro? Long time no see. What up, Jaron? Been gone for a while. Yeah, where you been? May, how's it going? I had to pull back on the bulk because I'm always going away for 3 months. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be consistent with it for sure. My cheeks are present. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad your cheeks are present. Just B cards, welcome. My cheeks are here. Hello from Sydney. Welcome from Sydney. What time is it in Sydney? Welcome, Jordan. Miranda, I found perfect order MSRP. Hell yeah. Where'd you find it? Love your content, man. Hey, Pokey Jake Rips. I appreciate it, man. No one liked my haircut comment? I saw it. I did see the comments before. I appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment on my haircut. It needed it. My hair was getting too long. Back at 50 orders just from today. That's a good problem to have, Steven. What all kind of orders did you have? I had 24 orders today. It was a busy day. It was a busy day. Missing the Mario Sunshine music by now? That's true. But you know, it's funny, I never really played that much Mario Sunshine, but I played a shit ton of Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Literally all series of cards, holo, reverse holo, common, uncommon. Nice, that's awesome. If you kept your hands and eyes off my cheeks, I apologize. Don, I saw your comment today, Don, on the video. It's hilarious. Yes, exactly. I'm glad you understood exactly what I was trying to say in these videos. If your cards are worth less than $10, just throw them in the trash. Thank you. I'm glad somebody understood. Watch out for Bronze God and them haymakers he's been throwing. Dude, I loved his video today so much. I loved it so much. It was so good. I love that intro. If you guys aren't ready, go check out Bronze God. He's got a great channel. Bought my first bulk collection. What'd you buy, Insidious? Finally got the courage to scan 200 EXs in this thing. Nice. That'll probably be good profit for you. All the holos and reverse holos are sleeved. That's super helpful. That means they're going to be in good condition probably. 9 a.m. Oh, it's not too bad. I thought it was later than that. You found it at an LGS? Wow, the LGS was selling perfect order for MSRP. That's pretty good. Do you buy bulk online? I have some magic bulk I want to get rid of, but no idea how. I mean, if you're interested in selling to me, you can send me a message on Discord. But typically I haven't been. But if you are interested in selling, you can send me a message. I do need to set up a website to where I buy bulk. I think I want to do that eventually. Or my website, I want to add like a bulk submission section. There's a time when I want to do that eventually, but I don't think I'm there yet. But sales have been higher than ever. Just haven't had any time to be on YouTube catching up with the videos right now. No worries, Jared. I'm glad you're here. TCG player. Still getting more orders as we speak. That's good. That's awesome. Great video, and man, it feels awesome when you get a big sale. My biggest has been 50 bucks. Felt awesome. Just list it. Exactly. Yes. I agree. It does feel great when you get a big sale. That That Absol selling today was crazy. Or yesterday, really. But I was like, holy cow, it sold. That's awesome. Do you also play XD or Coliseum on GameCube back in the days? I played Coliseum, and I loved it. It's probably one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. And for some godforsaken reason, I never played Gale of Darkness. And I was excited for it to come out on the Switch. But they are stupid and didn't add Pokemon Home to it. So I feel like I need to now just go buy it on the GameCube. And just nut up or shut up and go play it on the GameCube. I have to. I can't play it on the Switch because it'll just feel like I'm playing it on an emulator. And at that point, like, I don't like playing on emulated games. And if it had home support, I would play it in a heartbeat. I would have already probably played it and beat it by now. But the fact that it doesn't have home support makes it to where I don't even want to play it. Always be listed. Yep. He had me cracking up. Same. That was an amazing intro. Also bought another 4,000 Magic Bulk for 80 bucks. Nice. That's awesome. That's only like 2 cents a card. That's pretty good. Guy in front of me at the store just said his girlfriend tossed a Phantasmal Flames Charizard XEX in the recycling. Oh my god. I hope that he was trolling. No, I mean, realistically, like, it's high for Magic Bulk, but, I mean, you'll find value out of it. I'm not of the opinion that, like, 2 cents a card, 1 cent a card, half a cent, like, it doesn't really matter in the end of things. Like, you'll make your money on it in the long run. You buy enough bulk, you'll make money with it. Bulk is almost impossible to lose money on. Hanging out with Card Throne, huh? I haven't been hanging out with Card Throne. I haven't talked to Card Throne. I do need to be talking with Card Throne. Card Throne isn't our next guest for the seminar, but I do have our next guest lined up. And I'm going to ask him for permission if I can announce it. But we'll probably be announcing it in the next couple days, hopefully, on a video. Wait, you can play Gyarados on the Switch? You can, yes, but you can't transfer any of the Pokemon, so it's kind of stuck on there, which kind of sucks. But yes, on the Switch 2, sorry, on the Switch 2. The GameCube, I think it's only on the Switch 2, right? You can only play the GameCube games on the Switch 2. Basically trading the bulk Absol for a GameCube? True. True. Yup. Hope you're right, I just gave someone an offer for 4,000 Pokemon bulk. I mean, yeah, Pokemon bulk, that's not bad. 2 cents per card is not a bad price at all. Magic bulk's usually a little cheaper, but I think Magic bulk's worth more, usually. Darth Brick, welcome. How are you? Love that cup talking about selling cards and drinking from a Good Morning Pumpkin. No F's given. I like the style. Of course. Of course. Yep. You got to. Good morning, Pumpkin. Good morning. We're going to get to some cards, and I don't even have anything set up right now. I have nothing set up to get us ready to look through cards. We're going to be condition sorting and then starting to scan and list our hollows from Sword and Shield. Ooh, I love looking at my phone and seeing new eBay notifications that I sold things. I love jambalaya. I do want me to go grab some right now. I'm leaving mom and dad's. I can stop by Christopher. If you go to booth right now, get some of these. Sorry, I'm reading my comments. Okay, sorry. My sister might be coming over. But, I think Elise will hopefully be back in time. Okay. Got that set up. Wait, I'm on the wrong camera thing. I'm on the wrong thing. But we always got to be listing, y'all. We always got to be listing. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Pick up the cards and start listing. Solve your problems with money. That's what I'm big about here. Solve all your problems with money. That if no one else understands my message, that's the only message I care to share. No, that's a joke. If you are new to my stream/channel, I'm obviously kidding. Okay. Here's what we're working on, y'all. Right here. Right here. We're working on this. I've got more. I've got like literally a whole row, so probably like over 1,000 hollows just from Sword and Shield from that bulk buy. So we got a lot to list, but we're going to go through, condition sort these. But first I got to make sure they're all hollow because I was just looking through them and there was a reverse hollow in it. So I want to make sure they're all hollow before we get to listing. And there might be some like, oh, there's some celebrations. Man, some of these hollows are pretty cool looking. I think they're a little underrated. I think some of the Sword and Shield hollows are a little underrated. It's funny because you get these cards and you're like, oh, no one cares. This sucks. Not a hit. But it's like, these are cool cards. I don't know. There's a lot of cool cards in over the years. Look at that look at that Dragonite. That thing is sick. That's a sick Dragonite card. I've been having trouble. Bulk locally too pricey. Of ask one person wants 100 for 1,000 bulk because it's Ascended Heroes in it. Oh, no one cares about that. I mean, that's not good enough to make it worth that. Oh, here's some older reverse hollows. You know, I clearly didn't do a good enough job with some of these because I've got random reverse hollows in here. This is Sword and Shield. These are older. These are reverse hollow Sword and Shield. This is older. And this is, what are we doing here? I've got a Clefable in here, EX. What's going on here? We'll add that to the pile, I guess. That's a Hydreigon. A bunch of reverse hollows. Why did I put the reverse hollows in here? These are supposed to be hollows. I clearly didn't do a good enough job with some of these, some of my sorting. I didn't separate them well enough on some of them. There's a Cosmo hollow. Oh, this song. I can't. I love it. Oh my God, Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. They were so good. 2.7 cents, okay. Is that okay? It's a little high, but I think it's fine. Damn, don't have a Switch 2 yet. I'm holding out as long as I can. There are a few games that'll make me buy one. Yeah, the Switch is like my favorite console, so the second the Switch 2 got shown, I was like, I'm going to buy that immediately. But yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting one right now. There's not like a ton of games out that are just Switch 2 right now. So it's really not even really worth it right this second. I wanted the upgrade. I mean, I knew I was going to buy one, so I was like, I don't care. I'll pay extra to get it at the beginning. And possibly, it might not even be extra. You know, the price might not go down over time. Yo, that one is very scratched. But yeah. I knew I wanted one, so I bought one. What up, Jolly? How's it going? Been having trouble finding... Okay, yeah, I read that, Mike. Did you buy the Roka Sifter? I did, yep. Steven, I bought it. Yeah, the minute it showed up. Darth just listed, exactly. Instead of my alarm going off this morning, I woke up to the eBay sale sound. That's a good sound to wake up to. If you're having trouble finding bulk, raise your prices. Yeah, that's what I would say too, yep. In trouble with bulk, people are way too proud of their bulk. Yeah, some people are, but you'll find them. You and me, welcome. How's it going? Make sure your prices are above card store prices. Yeah, most of the card stores in my area are buying for like $5 per 1,000 on Pokemon bulk, which is super low. And for everything, not just like the store I bought this bulk from, he buys it for $500. I think it's $6 per 1,000, no matter what it is in the Pokemon bulk. And it's like $7 or $8 for store credit. So like when he sold it to me, he had already sifted out what he wanted and then made a lot of money, so. Hey, everyone new to the Pokemon collecting, is $72.55 a good price for Factory Sealed Ascended Heroes ETB? I do not know. Check TCG Player and see what the price is there, and you can compare it there. You'll get bulk just by comparison? Yeah. I hate stacking hollows and reverses without sleeves. I'm afraid they're going to get scratched up. I mean, when you're going through them like this, it won't. Especially with, like, newer, like Sword and Shield and newer, they really won't. Unless you're just, like, really, like, pushing them together a lot. It's really not too much of an issue. They hold their hollows really well. Stick to my GBA. Hey, I don't blame you. I play plenty on my GBA. Do they buy energies at 8? Nah. I mean, they wouldn't take all energies. No, I'm assuming. But they'll buy, like, you know, they'll, within reason, they'll buy, like, if you have energies, just like with any store, and I'm the same way. Like, if someone has energies in their bulk, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to pay that 1 cent for that. That's coming off. You know, like, as long as it's not like a whole row of energies. One guy sold to me and he had a bunch of, you know, like, look, what are we doing? Why is there non-hollow bulk in here? I clearly didn't do a very good job of keeping these separated. There's a bunch of Cosmo hollows I didn't even realize I had. I'm happy with that. Like, there's non-hollows. There's Cosmo. Ooh, Cosmo Snorlax. Yes, please. I'm all over the place here, y'all. All over the place. I'm going to list all this. Don't get me wrong, but I just wanted to list hollows right now. And I like to do them all together. There's a 151 Bulbasaur for some reason in my reverse holo stack, or my holo stack. All of these are holos. Alrighty. Alrighty. We want 200, so let's get 200 and then go from there. And then we will sort these, condition sort these, and then get them listed onto... Ooh, a little Blastoise. A little cute little Blastoise. Blastoise. I will take it. Yes, please. All of these celebration holos. Sure. Okay. This is my stack now. This I need to put back. What are these? Why are these here? Why are you here? Why is this not part of this? That goes there. Okay. So these are the special ones. So we're going to put that in a special pile. These are the reverse holos. We'll put in the reverse holo pile. These are all special. Actually, you can go in there. It's probably all Cosmo. Okay, reverse holos. You are in here. God, I've got so many reverse holos for Sword and Shield. Literally like a row and a half. Lots of those. Lots and lots and lots of those. We'll just put this with our non-holo bulk. This goes there. Okay. We got everything where we need it to be. I lied. Let me take that one. There we go. Someone just bought $40 worth of reverse holo 151 from me before I started the stream, and then they said, hey, I don't know how you ship, but I'm going to be buying more tonight, so wait until I buy more. So they're going to be buying more. So I might have like an $80 151 order for tomorrow to show you guys. Okay, let me catch up. There are people in my area buying damn near $20 per thousand. I mean, that's not a bad price. Like, that's not like unreasonable. There's people online buying that for that. If anyone buys energies, I've likely got like $1, 10K or something super low. Yeah. What's up, Bronze God? We were just talking about your video, dude. I loved the intro. It was hilarious. Offer $21, 21 per thousand. You'll get everything and still worth it. Yeah, I would agree with that, actually. Those Pika Pokego sell. Yeah, I've got them added to my listing, or my cards that I've got ready to list. Hey, mate, are you always buying them from Poland? If you want, I can reship tons of singles bulks. Oh, God. Shipping that from Poland will cost you an arm and a leg. So I am always buying, but I don't think it'd be worth it to send from Poland. But I've been to Poland. I've been to Krakow. I've been to multiple places in Poland. I loved Poland. So what's your response to Bronze God intro? I loved it. It was fantastic. I loved it. Is that all bulk? Yes, this was all from our bulk. Yes, I did love it. Think about doing 21 per thousand. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Pick up the phone and start dialing. That's right. Pick up the cards and start listing. Your wife left you. You have no money. Pick up the cards and start listing. Are you paying insertion fees in eBay, or do you have one of the subscriptions? I have the subscription. I'm paying it like $60 a month. It's worth every penny. I heard Glenn Ross in that intro today, Phantom. I heard Glenn. I don't know who that is. Who's Glenn Gary? I don't know who that is. Solid work. Make sure to put in your listings unsifted or unsorted bulk. What do you mean? I don't have. Oh, you mean like when you're buying? I don't even put that, to be honest with you. I guess my prices are good enough to where like I could sell it for the price that I buy it for, basically, at best, or like at worst. So if it's all sifted bulk, I just send it off. Had a $45 order on bulk reverses on eBay, 20 cards, making the switch to my 300,000 inventory now. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's worth it, Doc. I would buy it if I'm sure it's unsorted. I mean, even unsorted, I would still buy it probably. Do damage rare cards sell? It just depends on what it is, Daddy, but yeah. People got me paying... My sister's here. People got me paying 3.5 cents a card for One Piece bulk nowadays. I don't even know anything about One Piece bulk. I don't know if it'd be worth it. I'm going to edit my post 21 per thousand. Yeah. Random question. I ran cards to my 8170 scanner and it put a line across the cards. I'm totally understand how conditioning them moving forward. It's just, I saw that, Steven, if you're the one that asked in the Discord. I mean, those would be lightly played at that point, but you need to take out the middle piece in it to be able to not scratch your cards. If I buy at 21, I'll send you 100,000 a month. If you buy at 21, I'll send you 100,000 a month. I mean, if it's unsifted, I'd buy it. I mean, if it's sifted, then it's probably not worth that. What's your price point you think works best for Pokemon? Like reverses, $1.99, non-reverse, $1.25. No, on eBay, everything should be no lower than $1.99, or else you're gonna lose money. Just found a $7 card, clutch. Start listing shirt would go crazy for merch. Yeah. Yes. Evie! Do you care if she's on stream?
No, we were going to say hi to your streamers.
You guys got to see my niece and my sister, I guess.
Nobody cares about me. It's all about
Evie! Well, Miko! Don't pee. Say hi. Can you say hi? Actually, my mic's right here, Evie. Don't pick your nose. People are watching. How many people are watching, y'all? Everyone just saw you pick your nose, Evie. Can you believe it?
Dog's birthday today.
81 people just watched you pick your nose, Evie. It's what?
His birthday.
Happy birthday, Miko! Happy birthday! You moron! You moron!
You see dog?
You say dog?
Relax, dude. Relax.
Are you shy? Say hi.
Baby, say hi.
Say hi. Say hi. Look, Evie, you see yourself right here.
Look,
Evie,
Everly,
look at the screen.
Everly, look at the
Oh, she is looking at the screen.
Oh, is she?
We're just idiots. We're not looking at the camera. Can you believe it, Evie? What are you doing, crazy? Huh? Yes, guys, I made jambalaya, and my sister is coming to take some because she's super excited to eat it herself.
Which ones are for them?
Either one. One of them's for my Cole will pick up tomorrow from my mom.
I'm getting it from mom too.
So they just both those at the top, I think. I put them both on top of.
Save some for us.
Yeah,
Which one's that?
the bottom one.
Okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter. They can take whichever anyway, just as long as we have. Bye.
Get back to his people.
She said bye. You guys couldn't hear, but she said bye.
Miko Bones vlog, so she can, yeah.
Yep.
Are you gonna stay up here?
A welcome distraction. I apologize, y'all, but it was a good thing. Bye, Evie. Look up Gary Glenn Ross monologue. It's iconic. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I don't know that. Found a misprint card. Nice. What is it? Sick. Good to hear. Krakow's amazing city in Poland. Not gonna lie, one of my favorites. What part of Poland are you in? Yeah, I loved Krakow. 30 per 1,000 hollow. Oh, that's definitely a good price. That's, if anything, it needs to be higher. Just sold my PSA 1 Japan Gold Star Regirock for some profit. That's awesome. PSA 1s are super cool. 40 per 1,000 reverse. Interesting. I mean, I pay the same price for reverse and hollow. Bought sifted, but still some reverses and hollows for 20 per 1,000. That's pretty good. I think I have a fix moving forward. Thank you for info. Yeah, of course. Look up Max Pax Wax. He's got some good videos on that. She is adorable, yes. How much of the donation to get her to pick her nose? $100 donation. We can get her back, and you guys can watch her pick her nose. I had the bottom, the one with the blue lid. Yeah. Hit that like button. Yeah, what up, Bayou? What's up, man? Yeah, she's a cutie. Even with the center part taken out, have you had issues with the Rico scanner scratching the front of the cards? No. Zero issue at all, Drawn. Always be closing. Nope, it's always be listing. Someone said the ABCs of cards, it was, what? Always be consistently listing. So it's this ABCs. Put that coffee down. Coffee is for closers only. This isn't coffee. This is water. I don't drink coffee. I don't know if you, there you go. You guys can see it. It's just water. I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee guy. I'm from Middle City. Oh my God, I don't even want to try to pronounce that. Middle City in Poland, 4 to 6 hours to Krakow. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, welcome from Poland. Me and my mom went. It was my freshman year in high school. I really enjoyed Poland. This guy offering 25 per 1,000 on Facebook right now. Yeah, I mean, that's who you probably have to compete with then. The back of the card is shifted all the way to the right. That's awesome. I love those. 54 per 1,000 hollow. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, 5 cents. That's a really random price. 5.4 cents per card on the hollows. I do 4 cents, so. In collection I bought, I am dumb if I don't want to sell it. I mean, Joseph, that's the question. Do you collect? Do you sell? If you sell, are you allowed to collect? You know, everyone kind of has to feel it out themselves. I personally just don't collect anything, at least anything worth value. I've been collecting the miscut stuff, but I'm just not a collector. I never really have been much of a card collector. If I collect anything, it's gonna be video games. I'm a huge gamer. I even thought about if I did a series for collecting, I'd be like, I'm gonna sell cards so I can buy video games. Like, I don't really care to collect the cards. I wanna buy the video games, and I wanna collect the video games. Like, I'd love to have like a GameCube collection, even though that's like one of the most expensive collections to get. I really just want Pokemon XD. I have Coliseum, but I don't have Gale of Darkness, so I do need to get around to buying that. How much would you make off 99-cent card on eBay? I wouldn't make anything. 99 cents, I don't sell anything for 99 cents. $1.99 is the lowest I sell it for. And I get 71 cents now that I'm a top-rated seller after fees and shipping. And then after I take out my shipping costs of like actually putting in an envelope, putting a label on it, and all that stuff, it's like a little over 50 cents after that point. So basically I make 50 cents a sale no matter what. Can you make a video on eBay shipping rules? There's none for web for TCG I can find. I understand eBay standard, but what about shipping more than one envelope and shipping larger TCG items? Paul, I do need to have, I think I'm going to make a video of like everything in regards to eBay eventually. Maybe some point this month or maybe even this week. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. So focusing on swirls and found a hollow energy with HD Mew Tails swirl for 50 cents and sold it for $40. Holy cow. That's crazy. You found an energy and it sold for $40? It's from the Glengarry monologue, my all-time favorite movie. I don't think I've seen that movie. I don't even know what movie you guys are talking about. I got some bulk today, and there's 1,000 to 1,500 cards from 2006, 2018. Can't afford to scan it. Some still on TCG Play for a little while. What do you recommend I do with them? Just sell them. List them. List them, Spencer. I mean, you can wait until you get a scanner and go onto eBay, but ultimately, like, it'd be good eBay inventory. But if you're doing the right thing, you're going to be getting more of that. That's not going to be the only time you ever see those cards. So just list them and make some sales and use that to buy a scanner if that's what you want to do. Mom equals wife confirmed. Wait a minute. Hold up. I only buy local and I flip the stuff I don't want to Facebook. I have the same shirt. Oh, nice. Darth, you have this same shirt? Dude, did you buy it on like TikTok shop? That's what we bought it on, and we tried to buy another one, and they no longer have them for sale. I want to sell to collect baseball cards. There you go. That's what you do. Sell and then buy what you want. Graded video games make a comeback. Making a comeback. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's fair. If anyone wants to do that, like, it'd be cool to have graded video games, but like, I want to play these video games, so I don't understand putting it in a slab personally, but to each their own. Seems like a terrible idea though. No, baseball bulk works. Yeah. Baseball bulk, sports bulk, from what I understand, it's a little bit more work, but from what I understand, sports bulk is very good. I mean, you don't want to buy the like junk wax era stuff, but if you can get like modern day bulk, I've heard it's really good money. Mew's Tail Energy Hollow sells 40 to 70 range with the right swirl type. I mean, Mew Tail is just like the swirl, right? Just like a normal swirl, or is that something different? I wasn't a singles card collector myself, but selling has let me start a singles collection on cards I find cool. Yeah, exactly. You can do that too. Even vodka looks like water. Yeah, I don't drink. I'm sober. So if this was vodka, we'd be in trouble. I haven't drank in almost a year and a half now. Poke Center. Oh, really? Okay, this is like an off-brand. This is not the same one then. At 650 after today, Magic Pokemon. Holy shit, that's awesome money. Mitch, that's crazy. That's really good. Did you do eBay or a TCG player? My buddy bought some bulk, found 3 Umbreon Dark Energy. They're crazy expensive. That's awesome. I only ask about shipping rules. Ask, I buy, sell jumbos in the Toronto or Ontario, Canada, and will do well at trade shows, but want to go bigger. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. That would be a good question to figure out. Okay, we should probably start doing some work here, y'all. Always be listed. Yay! I hear my niece down there. Yay! She said, yeah. You only sell local too? Yeah. Good. No, thank you, Phantom. I got you. Sober gang. Yup. Yep. Sober gang. Have you ever thought about getting distro? No. I don't have any desire to go distro. I really don't think I'm ever going to open a store. And that would be the only reason why I would want distro. I mean, there's no benefit to me personally right now, especially. I mean, I just don't have the capital to do anything with a distro anyway. Like, I just don't have $20,000, $30,000 you realistically need to make a dent with distro. So it wouldn't make a difference. So no, I have zero desire to get into distro. It's not really something that I'm terribly interested in right now. Is it lightly played? Yeah, I'd say that's lightly played. I need an Umbreon Dark Energy for my Umbreon Master Set. Well, there you go. Mess up not paying for eBay store. I got hit for listing fees pretty bad before I realized. Yeah. eBay, yeah, you definitely need the store subscription if you're going to sell a good amount. Because, yeah, they definitely eat into those fees, eat into your profit if you don't get the store. I mean, the store pays itself so quick with how much you get charged. I think it's like 30 cents a card, right? For each listing you have that's not in your store subscription. I really don't understand the idea of not getting a store subscription. Like, I just hear a lot of people be like, oh, do I really need to spend that? It's like, guys, it's like $20 a month on the low end, and on the high end, it's like $60 a month. Like, I just, it's almost negligible. Like, the price to do that is literally negligible compared to getting more listings. I don't know. There's so many times where I'm like when the Roka Sifter got announced, some people were like, well, I would do it, but the $25 a month is too much. I'm like, $25 a month is too much? $300 a year is too much with how much money that thing could pull out of it for you? Like, what? That seems so crazy to me. That seems so foreign to me that $25 is the hiccup that you have with it. Like that, and same with the eBay store. Like, the hiccup you have with the eBay store is that it's, you know, $20 a month, $60 a month, hell, even $300 a month once you get to that high of listings. Like, you're going to be making, I'll make that back in a day, you know? Like, once you start getting those listing numbers, you're going to make that back so fast. It's not even, like, it just becomes something that you don't even think about. Like, that $25 a month, that $60 a month, whatever it is, you just stop thinking about it. It doesn't even affect your business at all. Ooh, there are some lightly played cards I missed. Ship your cards on eBay. 74 cents for the eBay standard envelope, and then maybe like 15 cents, 16 cents after that for everything else. So like 90 cents. And you don't need a ton of capital. I mean, to make a dent in it, I would. To make any significant amount of capital, I would probably need both of those things. And for the distro to even give you much. Like, that's the thing. I can't just get a distro and then be like, hey, give me every booster box. Like, they're going to be like, no, we're going to give you the dog shit that no one wants because you're a nobody who never buys from us. And especially if I say, all right, I'll give you $2,000, they'll laugh me out the window. Window? Hello? They'll laugh me out the door, rather. I mean, I'm not saying you couldn't do it with lower amounts of capital, but it's a lot more of a grind at that point if you do it that way. Grass, Steelix, and Espeon and Energy Bulk. I didn't realize they were a thing. That's pretty cool. I do around $4 a month, so the store sub basically takes 5 cents out of each order, give or take. Exactly, yeah. You can look at it that way. That's a great way to think about it. Or just sift out hollows. Damn, bro, you age like 15 years in 2 months. Go to bed. Okay, sounds good. It's, you know what it is? It's the cocaine addiction. That cocaine, it's real good. You know what I mean? It's just too good. It'll do it to you. It'll do it to you. It'll age you. It's good stuff, though. It's good stuff. I'm joking, YouTube. Please don't demonetize me. That's a joke. That's a joke, YouTube. Chill. It's not that deep. It ain't that deep, YouTube. All right, now I'm checking the hollows for scratches. If they got any crazy scratches, I will move them over to lightly played. That one's got a few scratches. I'm going to put that to lightly played. That one's got a ding. That one's got a ding-a-ling. Gotta watch them ding-a-lings on the cards, you know what I mean? Happens to the best of us. Happens to the worst of them. That booger sugar. I bought like 2 because of the value. Yeah, it's worth it. When people are new, they don't understand business cost. Yeah, that's fair, but it's just strange. I can't find your account. My name's same way. Yeah, I had distro. You literally had to buy all the crap. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You have to buy a lot of junk. I don't have a store, and I get good stuff. I'm just It's just a time thing, like having an account for a year. Yeah, that's fair. How much do you do with them though? How much do you like order from them? I just don't find the. I mean, I'm not selling booster boxes or ETBs or anything like that. Like that's just not my business model right now. So I just don't. I mean, truly, I don't see the value in it right now, or even in the next 6 months. Maybe in the future, like maybe when I get a bigger store and I'm doing bigger orders, and I am doing things like picking up ETBs and booster boxes and stuff. Maybe at that point it's worth it. But even then, like I don't know. It's not really been a thing that's terribly interesting to me. So that's another thing. So Phantom, how do you handle shipping charges someone who orders enough cards to go over the $20 limit, say 23 in cards? I mean, so the $20 only matters per card. You can still ship it in an eBay envelope if there's $40 of cards, but they order a bunch of $6, $7 cards and there's only like 5 or 6 or 7 in there. You can still list to eBay, or you can still ship it eBay standard envelope. It's just when the cards are over $20. If there's one card in that order that's over $20, then you got to ship it. Then you got to ship it in a package. And my margins are so large anyway that I don't really think about it. I mean, if I have a card that's in the $20 to $28 card range, I'll either list it at nowadays. I made this mistake in the past. I'll either list it at either like $19.99 or I'll list it at like $28, so I can make sure I make more money with it, with the shipping costs added to it. Oh no, that Sylveon's got some damage. I don't think that's even lightly played at that point. That might be moderately played. Moderately played. That Marilyn Monroe. That or the haircut? Yeah, probably the haircut. Coat gang. He's not joking. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, a joke. And he's gone. Yeah, and I've been taken out by the YouTube algorithm. I have a great distro and they don't make me buy junk. That's pretty good. Yeah, I buy everything, but I make money from everything I buy. Yeah, like what do you consider junk then? So are you buying like Magic, Pokemon, One Piece, everything? I've had more fun selling bulk on eBay. Yeah. What do you think? Should I sign up for the starter store, or the next package is the one is $6, the other's $22? Whatever you need to get the amount of listings you want to list, just get that one. Because all it's doing for you is giving you more listings. And then check, because it'll say how many listings you get, but you get more than that in the TCG store. So I think the first one you get like 11,000 listings. Or maybe that's the $22 one, I can't remember, but one of them gets you like 11,000, which will last you for a while. It's easy to flip on Facebook once you get it. Oh, you flip it on Facebook? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I want zero desire of selling on Facebook. I would have to sell it online. I would just do my own website. Good on you though, Darth, if you can do that. God, that sounds like my personal hell. Where do you guys find your bulk? The best I can find is buy the lots of 5 to 100. Want to buy something larger but no dice. I found mine through a card store. I found through Facebook Marketplace. Those are the two places that I've gone mine both. Make a Facebook ad. You like Phantom Show before? Yep. I had a listing and after 1 week I had to turn it off because I got too many offers. Yep. Make an ad on Facebook Marketplace. Say you're buying. Put your prices. People will message you. Do you have free shipping on the cards more than 20? Yeah. I have free shipping on everything. I missed that video. Can someone tag that, please? I don't know which one it was. That might be difficult to find. I would suggest the 22 hours. I got the 6 and I only got 100 listings left for the month. I'm going to have to upgrade. Yes. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So then there you go. The 22 gets you 1,100 list or 11,000 listings, so it'll be fine. I get new sets and they sell before I even get them, or eBay or TCG Player. Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure you could definitely make money on it for that way. Facebook is so brutal, I would not want to do it. Five, 86, 87, 88, 89, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. All right. There's my first 100. 100 Karten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 for 8 for 9, 4 for 1 for 2 for 3 for 4 for 5 for 6 for 7 for 8 for 9, 50 for 1 for 2 for 3 for 4 for 5 for 6 for 7 for 8 for 9, 6 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 80 81 82 80 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100. Okay. We will list these 200 cards. So we have them ready to go. Let me write down which ones are lightly played. One, all near mint. Two, Cosmog, lightly played. Until Terrakion. Terrakion, near mint. Okay. Remove all these, and that reminds me I need to remove a bunch of stuff. Sorry, I'm doing stuff on the computer. Don't mind the man behind the curtain. Okay, these are now ready to be scanned in. And scan in, I shall do. I gotta clean everything, but let me catch up with chat before we get to cleaning. Graded cards still on Facebook, and I just got a crazy stupid offer from someone. Had to laugh out loud. What was it for? There was a guy that was selling that damaged, or not damaged, that I found a Fortress card online. Actually, one of my people I've done deals with in the past, Logan, sent me a message and was like, hey, this guy's selling a Fortress, and it's a factory error, and it's the craziest factory error I've seen. It's got like a crimp in the middle. I think it's real, but regardless, I sent a message. He was asking $30 for it. I was like, hey, I'll pay it. I got on the phone. He was like, yeah, I'll sell it to you. So he's like, I'll call you tomorrow. Didn't call me. I texted him, and I was like, what's going on? And he finally texted me back the other night and was like, dude, I've been getting crazy offers for this card, like multiple hundreds of dollars for this card. And I was like, dude, if I were you, I would try to get it graded by PSA. If you can get that graded and they say it's not been tampered with, that thing's going to be worth a lot of money. I was like, it's a one-of-a-kind card. So I was like, I didn't think about how much it would be worth. I was like, $30 seems high for this card that's normally like a $10 card. It's an old Fortress card. I just wanted to add it to my collection. But yeah, he now realized, which makes sense now that I realize that too, it's probably worth a lot more. Bulk off Facebook Marketplace, but I think I found a unicorn. What'd you find? Just found a sick crimped 151 Machamp while sorting. Hell yeah. First time tuning in live. Hey, JD, welcome. JD, what are you working on? Facebook selling is my favorite. I can't do it. No fees. I just can't do all the driving to people and all that stuff. Like, I like buying on Facebook Marketplace, but other than that, ugh. They might be listening. Someone bought 5 hollow Gengars from my eBay store today. Nice. That's awesome. What are y'all offering on Facebook for bulk? I've had to put up a post up for a bit, but no takers. I do $10 per 1,000, and I get quite a bit. But lots of low ballers and crazies? Yeah, exactly. We're live. What up, Jimmy? Never made a Facebook ad. I like to stay in rare and mythic bulk for Magic the Gathering. Is that realistic, or will I need to buy common and uncommon also? Appreciate the feedback. I mean, I don't know about Magic. I mean, most of the time when people sell Magic, it's just commons and uncommons. So if you're looking for bulk, typically that's what they'll be selling. But you can raise your prices for like rares and mythics. but it might be hard. I don't think anyone's gonna. I mean, they might have a bunch of it, but you'll find them more in bulk. Lots of this is still available. Yeah. Typically one of grade airs with CGC. Oh, really? Okay. What price do you buy Magic Bulk at? I bought that Magic Bulk that I bought recently for pretty high. Like, I want to say like 1.50 per card. No, maybe closer to like a cent, a little less than 1.50 per card. Maybe like 1.2 cents per card, which is pretty high for Magic. Typically Magic's bulk's going for like $5 to like $8 per 1,000, but I don't mind up paying it because I knew what he sifted out of it and I knew it was basically unsifted bulk. So then I card $50 and he sent me an offer that included 2 open MTG packs, 2 open Yu-Gi-Oh packs, WWE packs, and a deck box. He claimed worth $55. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I wouldn't be getting that. I ship on Facebook too? Oh, really? Interesting. Wait, is there no fees when you're shipping? I paid double fees to not have to deal with Facebook Marketplace. Exactly. Someone bought 4 Ghastlies from me for $12 today. Hell yeah. Only 3 likes. Let's get them likes up. Hell yeah. What up, Goggles? Question, what's the quickest way you condition cards? What I like to do, if I know that a lot of it's near mint, what I'll do is literally fan the cards like this, and then you can see the whitening, and that's the biggest conditioning part you'll find. And then you can go through all the edges and do that for all of the edges. And then you can pull out the cards that have a lot of whitening on it and then go it that way. That's what I do. There's technically you can miss some conditioning, but when it's newer cards, like what I'm working with right now, it's usually not an issue. Okay, let us, now that we're caught up, let's do some cleaning and some scanning. Sold a $1,000 booster box and eBay switched me to getting paid 3 days after delivery. Anyone else had this problem? I'm top rated and sold like 2,000 cards in March, so I think that's weird for them to do. It is weird. I don't know. I actually have eBay paying me once every week. I don't really want eBay paying me every day. So I just have it once a week anyway. So you don't look for scratches on the back or front. I do. So sorry, I do that the first, and then I go to the front if it's hollows, and I'll check to see if there's any scratches on the hollows. I will do that. Sorry. Oh, shut up. I know the scanner's about to turn off. Okay, I lied. So you don't, I just got them to add conditioning to the uploaded images page on Card Uploader. I just got them to add conditioning to the uploaded images. How would that even work? That's interesting. Yes, I just had that problem with a big sale on eBay. That's weird. It's on the top right of the uploaded images page. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. I don't know if I trust that, but I don't know if I trust an automated conditioning. But that would be interesting to see how that would work out. Okay, let me clean this bad boy. I have found, ladies and gentlemen, I have found the best way to clean my scanner. What I use, I used to use Windex. I'm done using Windex. I was told to use Windex early on. I think Windex causes too many streaks, and I've had big issues with Windex. So I don't use Windex. I use alcohol, just your classic isopropyl alcohol. And that's what I use to clean all of my thing. The scanners, the rollers, everything. I think it works best. I have a microfiber cloth. The way that I clean, there's these little itty bitty holes that leads to these, to the back side of this camera, or the camera's on the back side rather. And I had trouble. I tried using, I know we talked in another stream about using Q-tips, and they didn't really work well with me because they kind of broke off inside of it, and then it would like leave some hairs in it, so then it wouldn't work. So I just take a microfiber cloth and do one of these bad boys and then just shove it in the hole, and that seems to clean it the best, and it seems like it's much better than Windex. So I've stopped using Windex altogether. I no longer use Windex on there, and then I've been just using alcohol, and it seems like it cleans it the best. So I shove this in there, and then when I get those cleaned, I then clean the rest of the rollers and the rest of the cameras. So then I wipe off the cameras, and then I wipe off the rollers. And it seems like after switching off of Windex and just exclusively using alcohol, that I had no issues. But everything is different. Ryan from Lugia's Den, who sells a ton of cards and does way more on eBay. I did a seminar with him. He talked about how he literally didn't have to do anything to his scanner, and it just worked. He didn't have to take any of the pieces out, which is crazy to me because that is not how mine worked. I had to do some fandangling. So it seems like these scanners are kind of finicky and they all kind of like their own things, and you got to find what works for you. This is what works for mine. So maybe it'll work for yours, maybe it won't. I don't know, but this is what has worked for me. Hooked on Phonics, worked for me. Okay, let's scan. I won't look at the chat. I will be good, and I will scan instead. Oh, no. Oh, no. I dropped the Snorlaxes. I don't even know what the fuck that accent was trying to be at the end. Went from an Australian/New Zealand accent to whatever the hell it was at the end. We don't even ask questions. All right. Scanning them up. Nope. Yep. That's right. That's right. That's what I wanted. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh my God, those scans are gorgeous. They are just absolutely drop dead gorgeous. No scan lines or very little scan lines. And just good looking Pokemon cards. Go, 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 go. I finally have been using this ETB box. I don't know why I was slow to doing this, but now I've got them in. They fall well. They stay in order. This is kind of going slow. All right, there's my first 100. And we got to sleeve these sumbitches as we list these sumbitches. All right, save this. I'm going to do all this without looking at the chat. I don't even have it open on this screen, so I can't get distracted. Because we always be listing. Bam, 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 bam. Alrighty, scan the next cards. Don't be slowing down on me here, son. I don't need to be cleaning you again. I just cleaned you. Don't be temperamental. Be good to me. Be good to me, Fujitsu, and I'll be good to you. I probably didn't clean the rollers good enough. Probably should have resprayed the thing. Don't do this to me, you son of a bitch. Come on, get through the scan. It's only 200 cards. You can do it. You can do it, Rico. You can do it. Come on, Mr. Rico. You son of a bitch. Fine. 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 I'll clean the rollers again. Cameras don't need it. The rollers do, though. I sound like, what was that guy on Ned's Declassified? Toot toot. You guys ever watch that show? I watched that show since Nom. All right, retry. There she goes. There she goes. All nice and good like. Boom. We are finished. Wir bist fertig. Let me get my numbered sleeves. I need to order more of these. I'm starting to get low. All right. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. Let's save this. Let's get this uploading to Card Uploader, and then we'll finally check the chat. Oh, wait, I need that screen. Shoot. It's over here. Card Uploader. Start uploading. Near mint. What are we on now? A00. A0036-1. I know you guys can't see this. I'll switch to it here in a second. There we go. All right, processing. Now we can check chat. All righty. Maybe they're trying to reverse engineer tags methods? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Okay, you're up first. This one's first. Whomever said Windex should be canceled? I mean, no, I mean, it makes sense. It's supposed to clean dirt, but for me, alcohol just worked better. Mine also needs no adjustment. Works perfectly other than that cleaning the dust out. That's crazy, Nerd of Games. I'm jealous. Mine was definitely scratching cards when I first got it. So I had to take that middle piece out. What DPI do you use? 300. Pros and cons of card uploader versus TCG Automate. If you're on eBay and you just want to do eBay and you want to do a chaos sort system, use card uploader. If you need more features or if you want to have like duplicate listing stuff, which I think TCG Automate has, or TCG Card Uploader has added, but it's in beta. But regardless, if you want that, TCG Automate. So, Card Uploader, link in the description. TCG Automate, use code Phantom at checkout. He means it's vodka. Yup. Chat always be distracted. Yup. Was that Sublime? Sublime. What's Sublime? ABL. 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 We should get that on a shirt. ABL. And that's all it's going to be. No explanation, nothing. Oh, this Cosmog is very lightly played. We're going to put that one sideways so we remember to list that as lightly played. We missed the scratches on that Cosmog because that is very scratched up. Rico Suave, yeah. Oh shit, I'm not even close to being caught up. For some reason my chat's not auto-scrolling. Think I should drop the $800 to get a skater now that I got all this bulk? I think you should do that if you're getting $800 in sales, but if you're new to this, then no. Love Neds. Yup, Neds declassified. Nom is crazy. Magic seems to sell really well on eBay too. I haven't listed a lot of Magic, but I have listed, well, went pretty quick. Yeah, eBay, yeah. Magic can sell on eBay for sure. I'm here for the late 90s, early 2000s reference. Oh, in The Office? Yes, yes. You've come to the right place. How's the... Just... JC. Jesus Christ? Yes, my son? How can I help you? How's the Magic Sifting listing going? PS picked up 12,000 cards a week ago for 60. Learned it wasn't my thing. Flipped the bulk to eBay. 95 per 6,000 count. Flat rate. Wow, that's pretty good. It's going well. It's slow. I haven't really been focusing on the Magic yet too much. Still haven't even gotten through my first box. So I need to do that. I was thinking about doing that, but I was like, no, you know what? I need to list more. I need to list more on eBay. I only did 100, not today, but, or not, yeah, yesterday I only did 100 listings. And so I was like, you know what? I need to get more. So that's why on stream, I already listed 200. So on stream, I was like, you know what? Let's do maybe 200 more if we can get to it. eBay might be a decent way to offload your bulk Magic. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. That's if you can get $90 for a flat rate box, that's pretty good. 95 for a 6,000 flat rate. I'm trying to think. That's pretty good. After fees, $25. I mean, that's $70 for Magic Bulk. That's a great idea, actually. But did you mark it as unsifted? Because I wouldn't be able to mark it as unsifted. As soon as I removed the rollers, it started scratching cards. That's so weird. That's so weird. I was putting a line on the back of the card, so was mine. 151 commons worth uploading. On eBay or TCG Player? I don't think there's a ton of the non-holo that is worth much, but it depends on what you define as worth. Is there anything that works with German cards? Divine, I'm not sure. Mein Deutsch ist gut. Meine Deutschkarten ist ein bisschen. That didn't even make sense, but I don't know. I've never sold a German card, so I couldn't tell you. I imagine it would sell well in Germany. If you're in Germany, I would imagine German cards would sell well there. I don't know how well they'd sell in America, though. Put the roller back in and change to low speed feed? Yeah. Mine's not low speed, but I put the rollers back in. Sometimes I just make mass list my vintage as LP to avoid any issues. I don't blame you, honestly. Like, when I've got a lot of LP, like back to back to back, and I don't want to think too much about it, I'll just kind of combine them all. And be like, those are probably mostly near or lightly played. So I'll just list them all as lightly played, even if there might be like 4 or 5 cards that are near mint. I just don't want to bother with separating that, so. Thought you were mimicking the instrument from a Sublime song. Guess not. No, I was not. I was not. What are you going to do with your sifted bulk? Right now, Magic bulk, I'm not sure. Pokemon, I sell it to a buyer. He's not going to buy from me anymore, so we'll have to find a new way to get rid of our Pokemon bulk, but I can guarantee I'll find a pretty easy way. Somebody else will buy it. Currently, I've got what I have already accounted for, but Magic bulk, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. Might do exactly what someone just mentioned and list it on eBay for $95 for a flat rate. Not a bad idea. Okay, we need to, before we forget, let me move the chat over. Oh! We need to list this Cosmog, which was number 24. Let me switch over to... You guys are looking at the wrong thing anyway. Let me switch you over here. 24. 24. You are lightly played, sir. Okay. Move this over here, and we are off to the races. Oh, do you think listing all your hollows on eBays and comments on TCG Player could be a reasonable move? I would stick to one or the other, Jimmy, to be honest with you. I don't think it's reasonable to, right now, even with, if you're newer than me and you don't have more experience, I don't think I'm prepared to do both. I've done it a little bit and dabbled back into TCG Player, but ultimately, I'm just focusing on eBay. So if you want to sell on TCG Player, focus on TCG Player. If you want to sell on eBay, focus on eBay. I wouldn't split them. I mean, with checking prices, is there any program that helps me bulk price German cards? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if any of them have German cards. I'm sorry. I didn't understand. When you sell reverse hollows for $2, does that include shipping fees? Is your $2 net amount after fees? No. $2 is with shipping. So after shipping and fees, a $2 card that I sell for $1.99, it won't be a $2 card. It would be like anything under 50 cents goes and gets listed as a $2 card on eBay. Anything over 50 cents to $1 gets listed as $2.99. Anything or $2.49. Anything $1 to $1.50 gets listed as $2.99. Anything $1.50 to $2 gets listed as $3.49. And just kind of goes up from there. Basically, I add like $2 per card, and it just gets added. So it sucks when you sell one card. It doesn't suck. I still make money, but I make a lot more money when people buy more than one card. The second somebody buys a second card, my profit margin like skyrockets. That's when it's beneficial, is when you sell more than one card. If anybody sees anything that's off, let me know. Sometimes I can miss some cards. I usually just look right now. The first go through, I just look to make sure that the numbers match up. So I'm just looking the bottom left-hand corner and making sure those numbers are the same numbers. Guys, I am absolutely and utterly obsessed with Warframe right now. It is so fun. And the new a new Prime just came out. Oh, wait a minute. These are a trick or trade. A new Prime just came out today. Oh, it's so hype. I love it so much. Darkrai Trick or Trade. Okay. I probably have to change all those Trick or Trades. I don't think I listed those correctly. Trick or Trade. Mewtwo. Yeah, I can't get enough of it. I've been playing it like crazy. It's so fun. I have one German card listed on eBay, 0 views for a common vintage Weedle. Yeah. I had 1,000 left after selling my last batch of bulk, so I have broken it down to random 50 common uncommon plus 1 EX bundles. Let's see what happens. Nice, Miranda. I've heard good things about that. I've heard some people doing that and finding success of it. What do you have them listed as? Or how much are they listed for? That's a bummer. Card uploader seems OP. I don't know if it might do German. I can check. Like here, let's just check. Does it do German? No, it doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't do German. Let's check for Trick or Trade. I wasn't paying attention when I was doing those. Trick or Trade. Here, I can just do this. Let's go until we see a Trick or Trade symbol. Might have got them all. Nope, I didn't. Trick or Trade, Trick or Trade. Did I get the rest? It looks like I did. Okay. Okay, so then these are all bulk edit variants. These are all hollows. Okay. Okay. Is this a deck exclusive? What's the difference? What's the difference? It's literally exactly the same, but I don't think it's a deck exclusive. So that's probably the next thing we need to search. I'm going to search deck. Looks like deck isn't anywhere here. Because I don't want any deck exclusives, because I don't think any of these are deck exclusives. So that's good. Okay, they added this. I requested this, and they added it like the day I requested it. You can now sort by TCG player price, which is amazing. Amazing. I'm so happy that they added this. That was so clutch. All right, let me catch up. Do you ship out in your numbered sleeves? Yes, I do. What type of game is Warframe? It's like a shooter, but not really. Imagine if they turned a shooter. It's like a looter shooter, sort of. It's like if you could make a shooter be a Diablo game. It's like an ARPG almost. At least that's how it feels to me. Can you use card uploader for TCG player? Yes, technically, but I wouldn't. Does card uploader, or no wait, yes, you can. You can use card uploader for TCG player, but yeah, again, I wouldn't. There's no real reason to use scanning when it comes to TCG player. There's no benefit to using a scanner with TCG player currently. Does card uploader help combine existing duplicate listings for eBay, like how TCG Automate did with their latest updates? Yes, they've got it here. Check eBay duplicates. I've not done it. I wouldn't do it. I don't even like the way that it's being done on TCG Automate. Because it's based off of your title. So if you write a different title in and you do any kind of different things, it's going to be a different listing. So I just don't really combine my duplicates because I don't need to, but it technically does. Yo, Hectic. Hectic, we are going to have Hectic on. He is going to join the call. He has some questions for us. So he's going to be joining the call. Thank you, Hectic, for messaging me. Let me get through this sort real quick. Let me price these, and we'll get Hectic in the call. He has some questions for me. I said it'd be perfect if we just went over these live, because I bet a lot of your questions other people have, so it'll be perfect to go over. Warframe was like Minecraft for me. I go hard for a month or two, and then quit before playing for years off and on. That's probably how it'll be for me, too. That's how it is for every game for me. And do dot stickers early? Yeah. Yep, I do ship them out. Deck exclusives are not hollow version of a hollow card. Oh, okay. Have you done eBay variation with the duplicates on card uploader by chance? Yeah, I wasn't sure if it still keeps the chaos skew. I don't know, and I would definitely not do that through TCG Automate, Paul, if I were you, honestly. I wouldn't trust that system, to be completely honest with you. There's too much opportunity to make mistakes that way. It's one of my favorite games of all time. May, you might like Warframe then. I'm just saying. You might, and it's on the Switch. And it's on the Switch. And it's on your phone. It's on everything. Do you not use the Rico, and what do you do instead? There isn't a price that I don't use the Rico. I'll put anything through it, really. Take your time. Yeah. How do you list Cosmos with swirls? Do you point the swirl out? I haven't been doing that, honestly. I was thinking I was going to do that, and I never got around to it, so I just didn't. So, yeah. Ultimately, I should probably do that. Hollow is $3.99. No, we're going to do $3.49, I think. That should... I did previous $2.99, but that's too cheap. $3.49, yep. That was what the previous was, so I'm going to list them as that. $3.49, $3.49. Dragonite, You as a holo will be 249. That's surprising how low that is. 49, 249, 249, 249. 249, 249. Okay, everything else is 45 cents. We check the bottoms, make sure there's no non-prices. There isn't. Okay, export. Open eBay uploads, and we are off to the races. Okay. Listed 6,000 Magic Together on eBay for $94.99. Sold quick. Mentioned they may have been sorted through previously since I didn't, but wasn't sure if the guy bought them from did. Oh, nice. Okay, so I probably should just list them like that. That's probably a good idea. If I could just ship them out to whoever wants them and have them in a box ready to be shipped for whoever wants to buy them on eBay, that's a good idea. That's actually a really good idea, EVG. I don't know why I never thought about doing it, listing as a flat rate box itself. Okay, that one's done. Let me go put this in my inventory, and then we'll get Hector on and go over all of his questions. I'm excited. Alrighty, let me get my marker. What did I say this was? A36? A36. Boom, baby! That's 100 cards listed that quick, that squeezy. There we go. And let's turn this off because we're not going to use it. Let's go to our webcam and let's get Hector on the call. Okay. Let me. All right. Let me turn off the video. It's funny how behind YouTube is on the preview. It's showing right now me just now finding my niece coming over. It's funny. Okay. I'm going to start calling you now, Hectic. Let me make sure the sound is good. Probably have to turn up the desktop audio. I like using Scanner for teaching because for me it makes the listing process more brain dead, but I might go back to CSVs because it'll probably go faster than using my phone. Interesting.
Yo, what's up, bro?
I'm curious how that would work. What up, man? I cannot
Nothing
hear you
much.
right now. And that's probably
you can't hear
on
me?
my end because I sound like, oh, you are very loud on my stream, I think. But for some reason, I can't hear you through Discord. What's going on with my Discord? Let me change some settings. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna change something
talk
too
real quick
here. I
for
might
me?
be too. Yo. Can you hear me?
Okay, you can definitely hear you through the... Is my headset off? I'm a genius. My headset's off. That might help. All right, now, there he is. Now I can hear you.
Much better.
Yes. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. How are you doing?
Doing good. Doing good. It's good to talk to you.
So, yeah, man. So I had a bunch of questions on here. I have them
Yeah.
all written down.
Okay,
Actually,
perfect.
I've kind of separated them.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of get into it.
Is he still...
the
Wait,
first
I'm
thing is
sorry. I'm sorry. One second. Is he still too loud? Is he louder than me? Do I need to turn it down more?
Hello.
You could be a tad louder. He could be a tad louder. Okay, I don't want to go too low then. Okay, now you should be fine. I think it's around the same amount, so you're good. Okay, let's hear the first question.
Perfect. So the first question is, so how do you separate and categorize, like, once everything's been sorted and listed? Because you do use a chaos sort system, correct?
Yeah.
So how do you section it? Like, how do you section it? I guess is how I would word that, I guess.
In what regard? Like how do I name my sections?
Yes, like the name. Yeah. How do you name your sections?
So I learned early on a better way to do it, just in my own experience, but this necessarily doesn't apply to everyone. So the way I do it now is I have two different systems. I have or two different settings basically. I have A and B. A is like my sleeved cards, and B is what I consider bulk cards, basically non-holo cards. And so on my holo cards, I list it as A001. The next section is A002, and they just keep going up. And what's beneficial about doing that, yes, I can't add new cards to my sections. Like I won't be able to just add cards to the sections previously. But what's good about it is What I was doing before was I was doing like box 1, row 1, or box 2, row 3. And the problem with that is when I did that, then once that row started getting smaller and smaller, I wouldn't be able to move like the 4th row over to the 3rd row because then it wouldn't be in the same area as it says. So when I just listed it as like A001, A002, it didn't matter where that was in the boxes because I can just have it all together. So when it gets bigger, it's going to be a little bit more annoying in theory, but all I have to really do is just write on a label what the box is. Like, hey, this box has A1 through 42. This box has row 43 through 72. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, if I were to do it again from the start, I would do like I'm doing and just label it A001, A002, and just go from there.
Nice. Okay. And you do like so it's per like every 100 cards, correct?
So on my A's that I sleeve, yes, because I have numbered sleeves, so I do 100 cards. On my bulk, all I'm doing, here I can actually show, right behind me is my bulk. Let me actually just show you this. Oh, it might be delayed for you, but the stream can see it. You can see I've got them in team bags, and they're 50 card sections. So this is literally B1, B2, B3, and it just goes down the row. Same thing.
That's cool.
So
those are the non-sleeved, right?
These are the non-sleeve, and they're non-hollow, so I'm not worried about getting scratches or anything because they're non-hollow anyway. So.
Oh, dude, that's so smart.
So
that helps so much. Actually,
I learned that one from Ryan. I can't take credit for that one. Ryan was the one that told me that he does that with his non-hollows. So I was like, I'm gonna start doing that. So I started doing that, and it's a really, really good way to do it.
And would you consider like reverse hollows? Would you categorize those as hollows or non-hollows?
I would sleeve them. Anything with hollowing on it, I would sleeve.
Gotcha.
Someone asked,
okay.
What's the con of sorting by date of listing? Wouldn't that give you the most modularity? I don't know what you mean by date of listing. I mean, I guess you could, in theory, and just say like, hey, this was listed now, but I don't really think there's much benefit because you can just find that info on eBay. And then someone said, how do you number the labels on your sleeves? Do you buy them or you print them yourselves? I buy them. I have an eBay store. You can just search numbered sleeves on eBay, and someone sells them in 100 they're like 2 cents a piece in like 100 sections like this. It's really helpful. It'll save you a lot of time. I wouldn't want to do this by hand.
Nice.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, because then you can just see them. No, you're good. You're good. Any extra questions is awesome, dude. Because we can kind of, get as many answered as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, are there any sets that you like try to avoid? Maybe you have too much of, or like you're just, avoiding like the plague, or is all bulk, like do you go for all types of bulk, like in any set at all?
So the rules that I have realistically for eBay currently is I have so many Scarlet and Violet reverse hollows and hollows in like what I consider my staging inventory, which is just inventory that I know what's in there. It's all Scarlet Violet bulk or whatever is in my staging inventory. Like it's stuff that's yet to be listed. So Scarlet Violet, I don't hold on to anymore because I've got over 10,000 of those and I'll never get around to listing those, I'm sure. So, but I have them just in case I get around to listing that. But currently I list basically anything that's hollow, that is older, anything in Sword and Shield, and if it's got hollowing on it, I'll list it. Anything older than that, Sun and Moon and older, I list it. I add it to my staging inventory to be listed, regardless of if it's hollow or non-hollow. The newer stuff, Scarlet Violet, I don't that's like the least priority. You can list it and it absolutely sells on my store, but that's just not a high priority for me right now. But no, like specific sets, there's nothing that I like actively avoid. I just kind of go by like era more than anything, at least with Pokemon.
No, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. Okay, we're gonna get into sourcing type questions.
Okay, I'll just warn you now. Typically, when it comes to sourcing, just go ahead with your questions. Go ahead.
Okay, no, you're good. You're good. They're not like asking you like sorting places or anything like that. It's more so like okay. So like the first one is, what's your average cost per card?
That's much better for sourcing question. Okay, so I bought a bunch of bulk from a store. So I bought them for $1.50, and it was for everything. It didn't matter if there was hollows. There was a ton of hollows. Is what all this is actually from. There was a ton of hollows. There was a ton of everything. So buying it at a cent and a half was a disgustingly good price. But typically, my prices are $10 per thousand on non-hollow bulk, and then 4 cents for any hollows, 35 cents for EXs, 50 cents for full arts, and then it kind of just depends after that. If someone came up to me and was like, "Hey, I've got older bulk, Sun and Moon and older," I'd pay 4 cents a card probably if I realistically. But I think people get a little too caught up in the price of the card. If you spend 1 cent per the card, or you spent 2 cents per card, or 5 cents or 10 cents for reverse hollows and stuff, like I don't think the pricing matters too much, especially when I'm selling on eBay, because ultimately I'll get the value out of it. You know, like I sell one $2 card, and I get, even if I only sell one, I get like, after fees, shipping, everything on eBay, I get like 50 cents, and I bought that card. Even if I bought it for 10 cents, I'm still making a 40-cent profit. So realistically, I try not to think too much about the price per card. Obviously, you want to get the best price you can, but if you're struggling to find bulk, raise your prices. If you're not, lower your prices. Kind of thing is the way I see it.
Okay. What price per thousand do you refuse to go above?
Oh, I wouldn't spend.
Like, is there like a limit? Is there like an upper limit to that? I guess, like for like higher end stuff. I guess higher end bulk. I guess you could say.
Oh, higher end bulk, I don't know. I really don't know. If my seller that I bought from wants to sell to me again, which I don't think he'd raise his prices. He's made his money. He doesn't care. He's just getting rid of it. He's a store. He gets it for cheaper than he sells it to me for, and he already got his value out of it. So if he came to me tomorrow and I was buying it for a cent and a half per card and said he wants 10 cents per card, I'd probably still pay it. Realistically, I mean, I'd lose money. I'd lose more money on the back end of it, but ultimately I think it would still make me quite a bit more. I mean, this bulk lot is going to make me, just from the Pokemon cards. So I spent like $1,200 on the Pokemon cards, and I bought almost 100,000 cards. I mean, the cards I'm not listing is already making me more than I bought them for. I'll make $1,600 after I sell them to my buyer. So,
oh wow, nice.
Yeah. So realistically, I'm making money on that. But even if I couldn't make money on selling the stuff I didn't want, I pulled out probably 12 to 15,000 cards that I am going to be listing. And so $2 per card, you're looking at, obviously I'm not going to sell every single card out of that, but $2 per card, I pull out 15,000 cards. Let's say I only get 50 cents per card on that. That's $7,500. So, my price could go way up if I really wanted to. That short answer, I don't know. I don't know what my upper limit would be, but if it's modern bulk, I don't think I'd pay more than modern non-hollow bulk. I don't think I'd pay more than 15 per thousand, because I really don't get a lot of value out of that myself. But if it's older bulk, I'd pay up for it for sure.
Yeah, I mean that bulk lot in itself was like beautiful because you had so much older stuff to go with. I mean, usually like if you're buying like, from just like any Joe Schmo out here, you're probably going to just be paying for modern stuff. So that's kind of why I was asking. So.
Yeah. So if you're putting prices on Facebook Marketplace and you're hoping to buy from some random, I wouldn't pay more than probably 15 per thousand on the non-hollow, because you're right. You're probably only going to be getting Scarlet and Violet Mega Evolution stuff. Someone asked, what is your advice with buying Magic bulk? Same thing as Pokemon. Put it on Facebook Marketplace, buy it for a decent price. If you're not getting it, raise your prices. Should I buy from someone who has had their own store if they're sifting through them and listed stuff? Should I only be buying for the unsorted bulk? People think like unsorted, sorted, sifted, unsifted. Like, I don't really think about that, to be honest. If your prices are good enough, you don't care if it's been sifted or not, because like if anything, I would buy sifted bulk and then just sell it. Like, I want unsifted bulk, obviously. Everyone wants unsifted bulk, but like, I think if you're thinking like, oh, is this seller going to sell me sifted bulk or not? Like, you need to get a process in place where it's not going to matter anyway. So like the way my processes work, I just kind of send it off. And so it doesn't make much of a difference anyway.
Okay. So the next one, I kind of want you to answer this one and not use like the store that you're buying from, kind of, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Like, think about it as if you were like, as if you didn't have this opportunity and you're just buying from a regular person.
Yep.
do you buy blindly? Do you kind of look through it a little bit before purchasing?
No, very rarely. I will literally look at so. I mean, if someone wants to sell me like a large amount of bulk, then I'd be like, hey, let me look through it a little bit. But realistically, and I'm saying like 50,000 cards. I'm not saying, and even then, I'm not really looking that much into it. But
Yeah.
when I go do a bulk deal, that's a good question. When I go do a bulk deal, and someone wants to sell it to me on Facebook Marketplace, I meet up with them, shake their hand, talk to them a little bit about Pokemon, and as I'm talking to them, I'll pull out a small stack. I'm talking like 20, 30 cards, make sure it's near mint, put them back, shake their hand, thanks, have a great day. That's it. I do not think that much and that hard about the cards. The only thing that I might check for, if I bought a lot of EXs, like if they're selling me some EXs, I'll be like, they'll always have things separated, at least every deal I've done. They're like, hey, I've got 150 EXs. They'll be like, here are the EXs. And I'll just sift through the EXs, make sure they don't look like shit, and they usually are very clean, and they're usually sleeved. Almost every single, I don't think I've ever gotten ones that weren't sleeved. So they're all sleeved, so I just sift through them, look at them. I don't care what's in them. I'm not looking for what's in it. I'm just looking for the condition. Because ultimately, I don't care what the cards are. I care about what the condition is. Now, if I see, which I haven't, but if I were to see those cards and they're all like banged up and lightly played and not, I'd be like, look, I'm not interested in this stuff. It's lightly played, or if it smells like smoke or something, I put something in my thing to where I say, like, I don't buy bulk that's smells, like smells like smoke. So I'd be like, I can't buy this, but I've not had that problem. But yeah, that's what I would do. I don't, that's a good question, because I think a lot of people have asked that question, like, how much do you look through it? I very little. I spend literally 10 seconds.
Cool. Okay. That makes it easier. And like, what's your like, I mean, I guess you kind of probably answered this already, but like, what's your like ideal bulk breakdown? Like, so are you pretty much just buying whatever they throw at you? Or are you like asking specifically, like, do you have in mind like, oh, I need more commons and uncommons, or I need more hollows, or like,
No.
things like that kind of before you buy anything?
No, I don't think about it. I just buy everything. I think ultimately when you get into this, you just buy everything. You don't really think too much about, like, as long as you set your prices that that you're fine. Like, if I buy it $10 per 1,000 and 4 cents per reverse hollow and hollow. Like, online they sell for more than that, so I can always find somebody that I can sell to. Troll and Toad buys normal cards for $20 per 1,000. So if I buy it $10 per 1,000, it doesn't matter what's in there. It doesn't matter how many I buy. I can buy an unlimited amount. I can always make my money back. Worst case scenario, I don't go through any of it. I just send it off if I needed the money real quick, which I don't. But if I did, I could. So if your prices are good enough, you don't have to worry too much about it. And even then, like, you can make your prices, you can go higher and just make sure your prices are break even, or even making a little bit of a loss, because you'll make money on the bulk. So no, I don't. When I go to list my bulk, I buy everything, or list my buy offers.
Gotcha. Okay. We'll move on to pricing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're listing, do you just set it and forget it, or do you ever come back at all to adjust pricing on anything?
Set it and forget it.
Okay.
Currently. Yeah, I don't. There's a chance that once I get further into this, I start to look at my older cards listed and just lower the price just to get rid of them. But currently, I'm not like paying attention to the market price and trying to get the maximum value. If something spikes and it sells, it's sold. That's kind of how I see it.
That's how I've been doing it as well, and it kind of works out, because at the end of the day, like, you list it at a price that you're gonna make money at anyways.
Yep.
So like, it doesn't matter,
Because you're mostly selling on TCG Player, right? But you're moving over to eBay. If you
Yes, I am gonna move as soon as I get that scanner, bro, or as soon as I get the sorter. Like, whichever one comes first, I'm definitely moving over to eBay, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Sorry, let me answer a few things. Someone had a question about the Canadian store. As of now, I'm selling eBay, but the lower end will never sell on there. I'm not sure. It's difficult to know what other countries. Maybe bulk in my Facebook. Yeah, if there's other people buying, just beat their prices. And you'd be surprised, even if there are other people buying in your area, you'll still get people. Update your listings like daily. I want to go to start a store. I have some Magic cards already to sell, but I am interested in starting out. Would you buy a lot from one seller or a little bit of bunch from different sellers? I would buy everything ultimately, David, especially if you're talking bulk. I never thought about the smell of cards before. Back in the day, you would see stained. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Think about the smell. I've bought smelly bulk before when I had to just throw it away. Easiest way, but find everything you want from one seller is a pain in the ass. Yeah. Are bulk sales era specific or mixed? I mean, I don't really ask for it, but if someone came to me and said like, "Hey, I've got a bunch of bulk that's like early era," I'd be like, "I'll pay more." And that's tempting to put that in my listing. Be like, "Hey, I'll pay this much for, Sun and Moon and older or something like that." That's a good idea that you could do.
Yeah.
Smelly
That,
bulk.
I actually do that myself. It's helped out a lot.
Really, that's a smart idea. Have you got takers on like older bulk?
Yeah, actually. So
Really?
what I'll do is I'll put like willing to pay more for like I won't set a specific price.
Yeah,
Like I'll set
yeah.
my normal regular prices.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, willing to pay more like Sun and Moon and older.
Really, that's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Do you have any more questions in chat or no?
One more. So 1,000 magic bulk for 15 is a good price. It's a little high, but it's not terrible. So I would still buy it at that. It's just a little high.
Yeah. I've even paid five for 1,000 for Magic Bolt, and it sells very well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Do you, if at all, calculate like profit per card or per batch or anything like that? Nope.
Well,
Dude, I like how easy you do this, man.
yeah, I try to do as little like bookkeeping as possible, only because you get bogged down in the details. Like so many people,
Dude, I see a lot of people that do it. That's why I asked.
yeah, so many people. Well, I mean, I pay attention to every sale. Like I have to go through every sale to add it to my like daily sales every day. So in theory, I kind of do, but not like. I'm not like, okay, this bulk lot I bought for this much, and this is how much I've sold out of this bulk lot. It's just not worth it. And so many people have reached out and like, hey, I've got this spreadsheet you can use. And I'm like, no. It's just, you're overthinking it. Like, it's just, you're spending so much time thinking about what came from where and how it did. And it all works out in the end. And you gotta, when it comes to bulk, it's all about just getting it and moving it. And so if I'm spending time thinking about what came from where and paying attention to all that, I'm spending too much time on the bookkeeping side, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Because at the end of the day, all you need to know, especially like for like taxes at the end of the year, it's just how much you made, like how much you sold,
Yeah.
So, makes sense. What's your monthly net profit looking like right now, as far as like just the
negative.
past couple months, maybe?
A negative.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause...
Yeah, I'm in the negative, but it's only because I'm reinvesting everything. I mean, realistically, here, let me go to my sheet. I don't want profit. I don't need it. It doesn't benefit me. Holding on to a bunch of money is just money. It's not. I'm not going to spend it, and I'm not going to do anything with it yet. Eventually I have to, and there's a chance that maybe one day I do this full time, so I have to take out a salary and all that. But total sales. So everything. This is sales on eBay, TCG Player, and like any sellers that I've sold to or buyers that I've sold to of like my bulk cards that I don't want. But I'm up to 7,433. So how much of that could I have made as profit? I don't know, because I had to rebuy all this. So that's, starting from scratch. So, if I wanted to take out profit at this point, I probably could start with how well the eBay is doing now. But even then, it's not worth it. I'm reinvesting everything. I'm throwing it all back in the business. It's just not something I want to touch anytime soon. But that's a good question. But ultimately, I'm in the negative. And it's always funny to see the comments on my YouTube videos like, dude, you did all this to lose money. It's like, that's not how business works.
You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. You don't make... It's so funny. I love that. You've only made $200 in 3 months? Yeah, sure. Yes. Okay. In theory, yes.
Doesn't count every big purchase you made, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. If I had nothing to show for it, then yes. But I've got a lot of inventory. I've got up to 15,000. My inventory on eBay, which is obviously not necessarily what it's actually worth, but the listed amount I can look at right now is, I think it's over 15, almost $16,000 as how much it's technically worth. But no one's gonna pay me $16,000 to get 7,000 cards, So, but in theory, you're supposed to do about 10% per month, and I'm doing more than that. So that's like $1,600 a month, basically. But we're doing more than that in sales. But
No,
that's
but
not
that's
profit.
awesome though.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's success right there.
Yeah, it's been good.
Let's see. So okay, this is one that I kind of struggle with, so I really need to know the answer to this one, and I'm sure a lot of other people do as well.
Mm-hmm.
How do you avoid burnout from listing so much, bro? Because I know you're doing. You said you've been doing what 100 cards a day,
200.
or you're trying to do shoot for like 200 or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh, honestly, card uploader, TCG automate, these tools make it genuinely disgustingly easy. I don't spend that much time listing cards. Lugia's Den, who I had on the seminar, he does like, I think he's up to like, he does like 500 to 1,000 listings a day. And he came in the chat one time and was like, yeah, I did 4,000 today. And like, that's just what he can do. Like, you can pump through it so insanely fast. He's got it to where I think he says he does 500 an hour, which I believe, because I think the 200 doesn't even take me an hour. So it does.
Yeah.
It's easy to not burn out when it happens so fast. And ultimately, like, you got to figure out what you don't like and do something to avoid that. Like, I really didn't like zippering cards. When I sold on TCG Player, I hated zippering cards. It's the worst thing ever. So I went to eBay because I knew I could do a SKU system and do the chaos sort, so I don't have to zipper cards anymore. And that made it to where I didn't burn out. But I'm only 3 months in, 4 months in. So like I will reach burnout. I will burn out, but I don't. Currently, I'm not there.
Take the scanner out of the equation. What would you answer then?
Oh, I wouldn't do it.
Like just think about it when you were doing it without the scanner, because like that's how I'm still doing it, bro. I'm still like, for example, I listed I think 250 yesterday, and that was hand, like putting everything, kind of like sorting everything together.
Yeah.
Separating it by set, by era, then by set,
Yeah.
then commons from uncommons, from rares, from holos, reverse holo, like all that, and then listing 250, like.
Yeah, so when you're doing it on TCG Player and you have to sort alphabetize, it takes a long time. And I did that to start until I saved up enough money to get the scanner. And then, like, I didn't list on eBay, though. So I don't know. Like, I was not that consistent with it on eBay or on TCG Player. I was doing all right because it was early. And it was easy not to get burnt out when it's early. And it was fun, and seeing each sale was really exciting. So it happened quick, and then I saved up for that scanner really fast. But then once I got the scanner, I was like, I never have to do that again. So I don't know what it would be per day. I mean, some people
get a scanner, Hector.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that that's the first purchase you should do. I think a lot of people should do what I did, and it seems like you've done a lot of that already. Is like you've learned the business, you've shipped cards, you've understood the process, and now that you understand the process, you understand how to make it better, and you want to do the eBay side if that's what you want to go to. But like, people do find success. I mean, I would talk to Bronze God if you're listening on TCG Player. That dude has got his systems down in place really well. So people like him will definitely help you in that regard. Let me catch up with chat real quick. KIS inventory sales management. What do you mean, Goggles? Sorry for the long comment. When buying, how do you guys price cards around 20 in relation to the shipping? Oftentimes, each player Mike's bakes and the shipping cost because sellers offer free shipping. If it's $20 or more, the $20 to $28 range, I either list it at $19.99 or like $28. If you go in between those prices on eBay, you'll lose money. You lose more on shipping. What camera do you use? I use a scanner. Fujitsu 8170. It's linked in the description. All you need to know for taxes is how much you sold. Do you guys not get to write off purchases south of the border? You do. You can't. I think we were just simplifying it. You absolutely need to be paying attention to your write-offs and things.
We're just dumbing it down.
Yeah. Would you say listing every day on eBay will get you sales is true? Yes. Yes, you have to list every day on eBay. When listing reverse hollows, are we just eating them up for $1.99, or is there some quick scale you follow? My pricing is, if it's lower than 50 cents, it's $1.99. If it's between 50 cents and $1 is $2.49. $1 to $1.50 is $2.99. And then up from there. Basically, add $2 for everything. Have you bought OP in bulk? What's your rate for it? How does it sell? I haven't bought one piece. What does zipper cards mean? When you're putting cards back into your inventory, like if you have 1,000 cards in your inventory, and then you're adding cards to that inventory in the same set and they're alphabetized, you have to zipper those cards and put them in between it. So like if we're looking at these cards, am I on the right? So if we're looking at these cards right here, I have the camera off. Just kidding. Basically, you're just zippering the cards in by alphabet to add them back to your inventory.
You're like having to reorganize them in alphabet. Yeah.
Ain't no way
Which
I'm
is
listening without
fast.
scared
That's like
anymore.
the
Yeah.
worst part of the
Oh,
process.
that's what I hated the most. Yeah. You just scan with a phone? You can, but it takes a lot longer. You can, yes. I tried to do that, and I never got around to being consistent with it. Is most of your Magic book near mint or LP? I've been listing mine as LP because I have multiple copies of a lot of cards. It seems easier. This is LP instead of price picking out a few near mint. Most of it's near mint LP. Some of it's a little bit more damage, and if it's worth something, I'll list it. If it's worth a little bit more, maybe like over $1. Actually, got a new Canon. I need a 3D print a hopper, but I'm happy with it. Yeah, you can do that. Reverse hollow answer, but that leads to the question: is this the card uploader prices you're looking at to get to the 50 cents? Yes, it's TCG player prices is what I'm talking about. Okay. Anyway, continue.
Okay. So what's your listing to sales ratio looking like right now on eBay?
What do you mean?
Like for you're doing what? You said let's just say 300 cards a day, right?
At 200, yeah.
200. So you're listing 200 a day. How many sales do you get like on an average?
Like cards or orders?
I get orders.
Well, I can just go through the last few days. I'll just fire them off. 24, 9, 23, 21, 15, 21, 12, 10, 9, 13, 15, 14, 10, 23, 5, 12, 11, 7. Some of these orders have 50 card orders.
Multiple cards. Yeah.
Or 4 card orders.
So you're probably easily looking at around like probably 200 to 200.
200 for what? Sorry?
200 cards for every 200 that you list.
No.
Basically.
No. I would say the listings are more than. I would say probably. I could probably find out in my eBay numbers, but I would say I probably sell anywhere from like 30 to 60 cards a day. So no, I wouldn't say it's equal.
Gotcha. And I know that like eBay's a lot different than TCG Player.
Yeah,
I don't think TCG Player punishes you for not listing every day,
Yeah, it
considering
doesn't.
I mean,
No.
yeah. Okay, cool. So,
Where's
have you had any? So, do you use eBay Standard Envelope?
Yes, it's the best thing ever.
Really? You haven't had any issues with it at all?
No more than I would with any other. Like the issues I have with it is USPS, not getting the cards there. But then you get it.
Okay.
You get it insured, and then you get your money back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
and we're almost at the end.
Yeah.
What like do you have like any specific category of cards that sell the fastest between like hollows, reverse hollows, or anything like that?
It's probably just eras more than anything, but even then, it's kind of all over the place. Cosmo hollows sell really well for me. That's the thing that really kind of sticks out. But other than that, like everything sells.
Okay, what would you say maybe sits the longest?
Non-hollows. Yeah.
Non-hollows, okay.
Yeah.
Like commons and uncommons.
Yeah, but even then, it just depends on what it is. Like older stuff sells really well. But yeah, I would say
I
probably
can imagine,
non-hollows probably sit the longest.
Okay. And let's see.
I'm really
Well, you know
looking
what, this
for
one-
my
we-
sales number. And
We
I know
already
that-
answered this last one, so I guess my last question would be, where did you get that shirt, bro? That is sick.
I always get that question. It was from some random TikTok shop, but they got shut down. So it's an exclusive now, apparently.
Yeah, 101.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just some like knockoff TikTok shop or something. And then they got shut down. So I went to their store and they have like a bunch of knockoff Pokemon on it now. So it's better.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
Dude,
Quantity
you know what's-
sold in the last 30 days. It was 746. So I sold significantly less.
In the last
maybe.
30 days, let me see. Let me do some math.
It's 25 cards a day. So about a
Oh,
eighth of what I list.
okay, that's still really good.
Yeah, and it'll go up more and more as you get more listed.
As you get more inventory, yeah. Okay, yeah. So by the way, I don't know if you knew, I don't know if you use TikTok often, but I get coupons and I put them towards products.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people do that. So I actually sold on TikTok Shop. Well, no, I did like an affiliate kind of thing and was making videos years ago, and I made good money doing it. And then TikTok is so like finicky, and then they just stopped pushing my stuff. But I made like insane money, really well, doing that. So, but I remember people doing that. Like TikTok would offer some crazy coupons, and you would get like product for super cheap.
Dude, I got like a couple. I think I got like a perfect order booster for like a booster box for like 170. with the
Damn.
coupon.
That's sick.
Dude, insane. And then like booster bundles, bro, you could get them as low as like $30.
I bet. I believe it. TikTok Shop can be kind of crazy. And they must be pushing it again because I remember for a long time they took away those coupons. They weren't as good. But I remember I would sell. That's why I sold so well. I would sell those. You know those like emulator systems like Ambernick. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They've
Oh
got
hell yeah,
like,
dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I would sell those. Like I would just do a live stream and I'd be like, "Oh, chat, check these out." And then like TikTok would push a lot of people my way because people would buy it when they would watch my live stream and me playing some like random game on there. And because they'd have a TikTok coupon, it'd be like literally like they could get them for like $20. And it's like on Amazon they'd be like $80 and they could buy them on TikTok for like $20 because of how good the or the TikTok coupons were. It was insane.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the days. That was good money for like 2 months and then it dried up very fast.
Hey, at least you made something out of it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. It was fun while it worked, but I knew it wasn't gonna last. It was one of those things I was like, this ain't gonna last long.
Milk it while you got it.
Yep, yep. Yep, 100%.
Yeah, man, that's all I had, bro. I
Yeah.
appreciate your time. Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much.
you coming on. Yeah, that's great. I knew that a lot of your questions that you had were going to be very applicable to a lot of people. So maybe we can even maybe I could take some of these and put it into a video as well. So because these are questions I get every day, and not every day, but a lot of these questions I hear a lot, and so and it's very good questions. They're perfect. That everyone needs the answer to them. So I appreciate you coming on and asking them.
Yeah,
If you guys
for sure.
haven't
Thanks for
already,
having me.
check out Hectic. He's got a YouTube channel. Can we put that in the chat? What is it? What's your link? I'll put it in here.
Let me see. I'll get it for you right now.
Is it just Hectic TCG?
Yeah, I think it's at Hectic TCG. Yeah.
See if that one works. I mean, I can just click it myself. No, it doesn't work. Did I spell it wrong?
No, you spelled it. Oh, it's at Hectic TCG. You
Oh,
forgot
it's-
the at. That's all it is.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, guys, go check out his channel. He's got an awesome channel. I watch your videos. They're great.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, no, thank you so much, bro. I
Yeah.
appreciate it a lot, for real.
Of course.
I've been like waiting like a week to get these
Yeah,
questions
that's
answered.
perfect.
So.
I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could help. Yeah, thank you, man.
I'm gonna take what I'll do, and I'm, just to make it a little bit easier for you, so you don't have to like redo all this. Just figure out what the questions were and stuff. I can send you the list.
That'd be perfect.
And also, there's a couple websites you can go on, and you can literally just put the video into the put like the link to it, copy and paste it, and then it'll give you like a transcribed version of like everything that you said for the entire video with timestamps and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And you could literally take it and just like copy and paste it onto like a notepad or something like that, just to make it easier for anybody that wants to,
Yeah.
have the answers and stuff.
I appreciate it, man.
Of course, bro. All
Yeah.
right, I'll talk to you later, man. Take
Yep,
care. Have a good
one.
night.
Yep, you too.
You too.
That was cool. That was cool, Hectic. Thank you so much for being on. That was pretty cool. I figured that would be helpful. Let me catch up with chat real quick, and then we will get to the last listings. We've got them uploaded, and we sleeved them as we were talking. Okay. Zippering is by far the worst part of the process. Yes, I can't stand zippering. Hey, fan, I've been watching since day one, and what a crazy ride so far. Keep up the good work. Won't lie, you got me jealous. Just posted my first vid on the channel and had to shout you out. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I'll have to check it out. You should add it to the shill or be shilled channel in the Discord if you haven't already. I try to check those out pretty often. Been watching quite a few of your videos, but you've never seemed to have mentioned your listing on eBay. Do you list every card separately, or how do people bundle your listings? I just list every card separately. Yeah, they just buy multiple cards of different listings. Will you be tracking your Pokemon bulk separate from your Magic bulk? No, I just put it all together. It's all in the same. How do you not lose your boots with shipping the super cheap stuff? How do you add shipping costs for larger orders? So on TCG Player, it's different, but on eBay, each card is listed for $2. Even if someone buys one card, I still make after everything's said and done, I still make 50 cents. But if I sell more than one card, I make a lot more. And then if someone buys enough to where I have to ship it in like a package, they're buying a lot of cards. So generally it works out really well. Do you have a video on how you organize your eBay inventory? I had one, but I can't tell you which one it is. I need to make a full eBay like a full eBay video. Maybe it needs to be multiple videos for the different parts of eBay, but I need to make one specific. How do you find the cards you've listed easily? Does each eBay listing contain the number that's on the sleeve? How do you go about doing that? Yes, it's all through a chaos sort system, and it's you use the skew system. So I can show you. Oh, let's stop leaking our DMs. There's nothing to leak, but if you check here, you can see the skew system. I had it listed as A37, and then it says 1, 2, 3, 4, and it coincides with my numbers on my penny sleeves. And that's how I find them. And then I just put them to the back of the inventory. And then when someone buys this Genesect, I know to go to section 37, card 4. I'm 37, card 4. There's Genesect. There you go. And you just do that with every card. Did you see that RNG Games video about the conflicts with the chaos sort system? I did. I've not had that problem, and a lot of people that I know haven't had that problem. And some really, really big sellers haven't had that problem. So if he had that problem and his eBay rep said to do something differently, I don't blame him for doing something differently. But I have a feeling it probably wasn't duplicate listings that was the problem on his store, because I know a lot of stores that have duplicate listings that have no problems. But I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I've not had the problem myself. With that, can you just ship one person multiple orders in one package, or do you ship package per purchase? You can combine listings on eBay, or combine shipping on eBay. So if somebody buys like 2 cards and then later buys like 3 cards and you haven't shipped them out yet, you can combine those into one. They don't pay for shipping. I do free shipping. It's all in it. You don't even need the Chrome extension, Flux. It does it by default. I might be able to see if, like, when you go to sell your car, or when you go to buy your labels, it'll just say like, hey, do you want to combine orders at the top if people have bought more than one? So I can actually see if there's anybody that has done that today. Oh, no, I don't want to select all my orders. I want waiting shipment. Did I just see a Tim? Did I just see a Timothy? Is he up here? He is. Look who it is. It's Tim Tam with Blim Blam. So let's see. Why isn't it me? Okay, that's weird. There we go. Get shipping label. Okay, it's not, but here, I'll just take a picture and I'll show you guys. When you go to buy on eBay, when you go to buy your shipping labels on eBay, there'll be this little button here. There'll be this button that says combine orders per buyer, and all you have to do is click that and it'll combine them. Super easy to do. Is Card Uploader directly integrated with TCG Player 2? It is, but I wouldn't use it for TCG Player. I don't think there's any benefit to using it with TCG Player. Makes free shipping makes more sense. Yep. I don't use eBay labels, so I have to combine manually. Their shipping options in Australia are not good. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, so if you're in the US, it's very easy. I don't like RNG scans each card individually, so that could be the conflict. I don't know, though. It's hard to tell. No, he did say in the comments that he did scan those individually, just like I do. So I have a feeling that there was something else going on, but I don't know. His eBay rep told him it was duplicate listings, so I don't blame him for switching. Are there any commons or uncommons in Ascendant Heroes worth keeping? Yes. Pokepads are worth quite a bit. Depend where in the world you are, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I have one last one. Do you promote your lower end listings for reverse and hollows? I promote all my listings, and I do it at 3.1%. But I usually will like list them. I'll like list cards for like a week and then add them all to my campaign. But ultimately, I do that because I just forget to do it, not because I'm specifically hoping that those cards won't sell into the campaign. So I want to preface this. I realized as I was like firing off those answers, I probably sounded kind of like a douche and a know-it-all. I don't mean to sound like I know the answer to everything. I'm still an idiot when it comes to eBay. I'm still learning every day. There's still a lot involved when it comes to selling on eBay. and selling in general. So I'm no genius. I know it's working for me, and I've found success, and I've enjoyed it. And you know, like, but I'm still, you know, like a little minnow in this very large pond that I'm still trying to figure out. So I hope you guys don't see that as arrogant in me thinking I know everything, because I definitely still learning every day. I don't know the answers, but like my video said today, then the one thing I do know is true is keep listing. Always be listing. That has stayed true for me and has been consistent throughout everything. That is a trick or trade. Is it not going to show up as that? I don't think it does. I don't think he has the... is it 196? It's 196. I don't think he has the... shit. I shouldn't have exited out of it like that. I don't think he has the trick or trade ones from Sword and Shield, unfortunately. Trick or trade. Okay, continue. Let me get through these real quick, and then I'll catch up with chat. That's another trick or trade. We'll have to do the Trevenant. We'll have to do all of these. We'll go back through and get the trick or trade ones. I feel like Celebrations bulk is going to go up. I feel like Celebrations bulk's too cheap. Okay. Oh, do you use eBay shipping when selling on eBay? Yes. Do you have to use it? Oh, I don't know. I've never not. There's no reason not to. There's no benefit to not to. I don't think. I've been scanning cards into TCG Automate, posting those to eBay, and then using the same scan and then putting them in TCG Player. 2 birds, 1 scan. You have to just be careful because they can sell on both. You have to update your inventory a lot. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for answering the questions. They helped a ton. And I'm sure it'll be helpful for plenty of others. Hey, man, hectic. I appreciate it, man. Of course. Glad I could help. Very douchey, very know-it-all. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You can set up a policy to list them to campaign automatically unless you just try to avoid that. Oh, you can? I should probably just do that flat. I didn't know you could do that. See, you learned something new. I'm a moron. I told you guys I'm a moron. Do you have a different kind of inventory for TCG Player? I don't really use TCG Player anymore. I technically do, but I haven't done a sale on those in a while. I was doing like playables on TCG Player, but I've just avoided that since I've just been so busy. Yeah, at least Sword and Shield. Yeah, they aren't. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, he needs to add those. You can ask, or you can. I could probably put it as a suggestion. If you go to a suggestion, like I literally said, like, hey, can we sort by TCG Player price? And they added it the day I asked for it. So I just need to go into the Discord and ask them to add those. Do you have a link to a team bag to use for B inventory? I think so. It should be in the description for my team bags that I use. Looks like he has them. Yeah. Wait, what do I have? Want to get some larger ones for my inventory? Yeah. They should be in the description. It's under rules for advertising. Okay, I'll do that. Under $20. That's a good idea. And I should add that like caveat for 20. I've only done letter mail with a stamp writing on the envelope. Can you show how it is using the eBay labels for one card or multiple? I can't show it on live stream because it'd be too much of a chance of me screwing that up and then doxing somebody. But I could probably have a video on it. It's very easy though. Like they literally make it, as long as you have a label printer, they make it so easy on eBay. You literally just click like which one sold. You click buy labels. It'll give you a list of the cards. You set how heavy they are, and I just do like 1 ounce because most of them are 1 ounce, unless they're more, and then you click buy, and then you print them. It's super easy. If you're not a pro seller, I think you will have to use their shipping from May. They are rolling out major changes. Some are restricted, but small sellers, most are moving to 0 fees. Are you talking about, that's only in Australia, right? Yeah, they're only doing that in Australia. That's going to be interesting. So XY range, set it to % promotion. Oh, that's a good idea too. USPS has options not available through third parties. What do you mean, Mad Hater? That's what I use. I use USPS as well. It's just buying the stamp through eBay, basically. Make sure you got in your price so you're not losing money. Appreciate all the help, brother. I just click stuff and hope it doesn't go wrong. Yeah, I feel that. I just figure out anything over 20 will probably promote itself. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good thought process. Okay, let me add trick or trade to these. And let me get through these. I appreciate you guys being here. Literally, it's crazy every time I stream that I see how many of you guys are here. I'm just like, that's crazy. Y'all watch this. Like, I appreciate you being here. It's crazy. Crazy to think that all of you guys want to listen to a moron list some cards. Let's get all the trick or treat. Okay, that gets all the trick or treats. Okay, perfect. So now we can sort by T. No. We need to select some cards because we need to. Where is it at? Did I close it out? No, I didn't. It's right here. Okay. Cosmog, LP, Terrakion, near me. Okay, so I need to go to where Cosmog is. And Terrakion. Let me look for Terrakion. Terrakion's the last near me card. There it is. Okay, so these are lightly played. Edit condition, lightly played. There we go. Alrighty. And then sort by sort by TCG player price. There we go. Yo, is that Blastoise really worth $16? That's crazy work. I bought this for $1.50, y'all. That's crazy. Damn, son. Damn. Okay, well, I'm going to list that at $18.99 all day long. Let me make sure that's near mint. Let me make sure that's near mint before somebody comes and complains at me. There's a little bit of like an indent on it. Oh my gosh, is that in the hollow or is that in the penny sleeve? I might have to list this as lightly played, honestly. You know what? There is an indent, and there's a little bit of whitening in the corner. I'm gonna list it as lightly played. I don't want to chance it of somebody being like, "Oh, I'm gonna grade it." Ooh. I'm just gonna list it as lightly played because it probably is lightly played. So, let's select this one, and you are going to be lightly played. Okay. Okay, so I'm still gonna list it at $19.99 or $18.99 though. Mew we have listed at $5.99, not $599. I wish. I wish these cards were worth that. The trick or trades. Let's do this. $249. Okay, everyone's got it listed for $249. I think it's what I was going to list it for anyway. So 9, 299. Let me price these real quick, and then we'll catch up with chat. That's probably not worth anything. Okay, everything else is worth less. Perfect. There it is. Another set of cards listed. Is it only Australia? My rep didn't mention it being region specific. I've not heard anything about it coming over to the US, and the only person I've heard talk about it is another Australian content creator. So I'm assuming that the no fees is only for Australia, but I don't know. I've not seen anything come across for the US stores. They're probably starting it in Australia and then we'll move it over to everything else. I don't really even understand how it works. Is it zero? Like, is it a certain sale amount that you get 0% fees? And then like the buyer pays the fees, right? But they won't pay the fee. The buyers won't pay the fees if it's a bigger store. I don't really understand how that works. All right, let me catch up with a chat. I print at eBay shipping onto an envelope with standard printer, standard envelopes. I didn't buy a thermal printer because I had limited starting budget. Yeah, you can do that too. How do you get cost of goods, your inventory from before you started the business? How do you get cost of goods for your inventory? What do you mean? I really don't. I mean, it was very little, so I probably wouldn't even bother with it. I mean, it's going to be like, what, like $10? You know what I mean? Like, it was so cheap. Let's see. 74 cents for a label. Let me check the rest. Yeah. We're all morons listing cards ourselves, too. That's true. That's true. Maybe you're not as dumb as you think. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe, though. Maybe, though. Do you have plans in the coming months to grade any cards and add them to your store or personal collection? No. I eventually I'll get into grading, but probably not in the next couple months, but eventually. Holy Find. Yeah, that's a good one. Upload them. You can change the condition now. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's a good thing to know. See, Frau. Thank you. Frau. Das Frau. Die Frau. Not Das Frau. Hello. When in doubt, LP it out. Yep. Just ask PokePaster. Sorting through bulk collection, it was a $60 bust for the most part. Then the last 500 or so cards at all. Expedition. Damn. Damn, Joe. That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's really good shit. I have like 5,000 Ascended Heroes cards. I sorted them into commons and commons. Is there any gotchas I should hold on to or should just list them all when sifting what to look for here? If you only have 5,000 cards in general, I would just list everything. But if you have more than that, maybe prioritize a bit. I'm listing some vintage e-reader cards on eBay right now, and there are so few listings from some of these cards. It's crazy. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, especially the e-reader stuff. That stuff is awesome. Sales, and the buyer pays 4 to 8% in the split of the sales. Interesting. Well, hell, I'll be over 25,000. Not yet, though. That'd be nice. But yeah, I guess we're on the guinea pigs down here. I imagine it will shake up the market for Pokemon vendors down here considerably. Yeah, that's really interesting. What do you do with the HP damage cards? I still list them. Depending on what it is, I guess. Italian, not German. Oh, Frau is German. Frau is German and is German for Mrs. Or like female or woman or whatever. So that's why I said that. Sorry. Yo, what up, Mike Collectibles? How you doing, man? It's going well. It's going well. But we are going to be ending it. So you came in right at the end. But I appreciate you guys watching. Seriously, it's always been fun chatting to you guys, hanging out. We will be live again at least on Monday. We'll see this weekend. I'm not sure if I'll be live this weekend or not. Maybe we'll try to sneak a weekend stream in. I haven't done it in a few weeks. Mostly just been sticking to Monday, Wednesday. You know I'll be here Monday, Wednesday night, but possibly this weekend. But I'll let you guys know. If you're in the Discord, make sure you are so you'll know when I go live, but also because the Discord's awesome. So thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys watching all my videos. It's been incredible. I'm looking at right now, we're at 100 people. That's insane that there's 100 of you in here. So thank you so much for being here. But I'm going to head out for the night. I'm going to go chill with the wife and, yeah, call it a night and go to bed. So thanks, guys. I will see you guys maybe this weekend, but regardless, videos every day.